Hello and welcome back to Cal Gunner TV. I'm Cal, a Gunner who likes talking about Arsenal and football in general. And today I just wanted to do a match preview on the Arsenal versus Newcastle game coming up. If you are a fan of me and Anton that we up here on the Football Terrace, we have a pod called the Canon Podcast that we actually did a whole 3 hour discussion with some Newcastle fans on what we thought of the game, but I thought it would be good to just give my opinion separately on my own channel here. And man, like, if I be honest with you, I I'm nervous. I'm nervous about this game because I feel like we're gonna see a lot about our intent. But before I get too into it, please like the video as it helps support the channel if you want to do so, and please subscribe if you want to see more. Now, getting into the game, Newcastle away is a difficult game. It's always going to be a difficult game. I think they are a tough matchup for us. I think Newcastle versus Arsenal is probably one of the most, if not the most physical footballing games in the league every season, especially away at St. James's Park. It's gonna be rough, and it's been rough for the past couple of years. They're always willing to put up a fight in that midfield, and we always kind of get into a little tough with their players. The crowd is gonna be rowdy, and yeah, to be honest with me personally, how I feel about the game is, I'm not really. I think we take the points and run in terms of go out there, even if it's a scrappy win, just win the game. It's not one of those ones where I feel like we need to play Newcastle off the park, because I don't believe that playing Newcastle off the park is really something that a lot of teams can do, especially at St. James's Park, and especially us, because let's face it, they don't like us very much, and they actually have an extreme, like, their team is actually quality. I think right now, they have a tough striker situation, but let's be 100% honest here. Their team is really good. They have good defenders, they have a good midfield, and Alanga's fast on the wings, and Anthony Gordon is quality, and he's actually back from suspension for that game as well. So yeah, I like, no matter what happens, I think I want I would rather the points. But to be honest with you, I'd be so happy with a good performance. I'd be so happy if Arteta takes a bit more risks in his starting lineup. I'd be so happy if I don't see Mikel Moreno in the midfield. If I see, something along the lines of, maybe, Zubamendi, Rice, Waneri, or maybe Zubamendi, Rice, Eze. I think we just need a creative spark if we want to win this game. I don't think if we play Moreno, I'm telling you right now, you heard it here first. If we play Moreno in that midfield, I don't think we're not winning that game. It hasn't worked so far this season. The only game that we won playing Moreno in the midfield was against Bilbao, and we only won the game after we subbed on both Martinelli and Trossard. It wasn't because of Moreno, we won in spite of Moreno. So yeah, and after his cameos in the last game, the Carabao Cup game this week against Port Vale, he wasn't even doing it up front for me very much. There were several times where Waneri would, actually play an awesome ball through a through ball to him, and he would check back. It's just not something that he's just not it. Whatever it is, our system just isn't working for him at the moment, and I think we need to make a decision and play someone else. I think Waneri has deserved a start. I think he's actually been excellent. Every single cameo for us at the 10 this season, he's been actually really good, and I would like to see him play the game. And also, I don't Eze needs to be in this game. I think he's, in terms of creative spark, he seems to be one of the only people that's able to kind of unlock Gyökeres, and he's gonna create chances. He's gonna create a chance. He's gonna do something. He's just that type of player. He's a quality person, and I want to see him start the game. If my ideal lineup essentially would be MLS instead of Calafiori, because I think Calafiori will get counted by Alanga on the left wing, and Calafiori is always out of position, and I don't want Gabriel to have to one on one defend, get dragged out to the position to defend Alanga every time. So I'd rather just play MLS because I think he's more defensively mature than Calafiori, which says something, but that's just how I feel. Obviously Gabriel Saliba and obviously Timber on that right wing. On that as a right back because Timber will shut down Anthony Gordon in my opinion. He shut down Vinicius Jr. in the Champions League. I think he can shut down. I think he can handle Anthony Gordon. I would play Zubamendi, Rice, Waneri. I wouldn't start Odegaard. I know there's been reports of Odegaard, coming like he's been training with the team, but because of how physical Newcastle is, I wouldn't risk him. I still would rest him, and even if it means coming off the bench, I just throwing him into as a 10 when we have so much quality in the 10 position. I think that would be absolutely criminal. I don't think we should do that. I think we should trust Waneri. So I'd play Waneri. On the right wing, Madueke is injured, so I definitely play Saka. He had a decent cameo when he came on for Port Vale. When he started against Port Vale. He was a little bit off the pace, but I think even a little bit off the pace, Saka's good enough. I mean, the physicality is with Newcastle. It's a bit annoying, but I think we can manage. Obviously Gyökeres up front, and then I'd play Eze on the left. Martinelli and Trossard. They're good players, but they're just not starters for Arsenal Football Club. We all know this. I think also it gives us a lot of options off the bench because let's face it, what like Martinelli and Trossard, they both have the ability to come off the bench and just win us the game. And I just want to see that. I think they are powerful, powerful impact players. I think you bring them on in 70 minutes, 60, 70 minutes, if it's still at nil-nil or 1-1 or whatever the scoreline may be at that time. And I think they do something for us, They can really change the game. Trossard with his creativity and his vim when he's fresh, and Martinelli with his pace, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, please don't start them. Start Eze on that left wing and start Waneri. And I think we actually win the game if we do that because I believe we have the quality. And if we go and we win this game, it would kind of breathe life back into the fan base. Breathe life back into the team. And there's also a high likelihood that Liverpool might drop points. And even whether they drop points or not against Crystal Palace, I think we should be going out there and trying to win the game. You know, like, like if I be 100% honest with you, even if we don't win the game, if I see us really try from minute one to win it and we just drop points, I'd be I'd be happy with that. You know what I'm saying? If we, do a scrappy if we play, scrappy and we win even better, but like I really just want to see us go for the win. I don't want to be safe anymore. I'm kind of sick of it. I'm sick of I'm sick of seeing this football because it's not effective for us, and I just want to see something else. And yeah, that's just how I feel. It sucks to be negative all the time. I hate it because I actually really rate our team. I really think we have one of the best squads in Europe, and I think if I think we have the capability to win it all, you know? And yeah, I just want to see us do something this weekend. But anyway, that's just me. If you like the video, please like it. If you want to see more, please subscribe, and I will see you next time.